Usually I don't do this, but coming to y'all while this game is still going on because I don't really see the point in waiting till it's done. There's 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and you see the score. Spurs up by 30. So, might be time to relax on all that. Wolves gonna do this, Wolves gonna do that shit, right? Not saying the Wolves not. You know, this still could be a 7 game series. But Perk, I need to tag Perk in this motherfucker. All of that. I said the Spurs was gonna win the championship, and I'm sorry, I was wrong. The Spurs ain't gonna win this series. They might get swept. Granted, he did say if they can't win game two. So I know he gonna lead with that, whether it's tonight on Sports Center in the morning on First Take, whatever. He gonna definitely lead with. I said if they lose. Well, they didn't even put this shit in question. Um, De'Aaron Fox got off to a great start. I said 2 videos ago that he had to. He's a vet. Harrison Barnes is the vet of vets on this team, but he don't really play. The two vets that play are De'Aaron Fox and Keldon Johnson, the 6 man of the year, who did not have a good season. Hey, turn that fan on. JVN, turn the fan on. Um, so, you know what I'm saying? They both showed up. I think right now, at this point in time in the game, Keldon has like 9 and 9. Um, Fox, I think he scored more in the first quarter than he scored in the whole game. Um, Wemby ain't just having a crazy, amazing game, but it's definitely being effective. Castle, he's doing his thing a lot right now. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's not the night for Minnesota tonight. Um, but like I said, I expected San Antonio to win. I'm not gonna say I expected them to win by 30 points, but I most definitely expected them to bounce back and get the dub tonight, tie this up. And I mean, if we're being honest, I expect them to split in Minnesota in 3 and 4 as well. Like I said, this could and possibly should be a 7 game series. But yeah, enough of this talk. Fox did what he needed to do. No need to even play Ant in the fourth quarter because he's still not healthy. Um, it's like there's no need for Wemby and them to play. It's 2 minutes left and it's over 30 right now. It's 32. So yeah, that's a foul. So yeah, let's talk Knicks and Sixers. Philly had this game tonight, man. Philly really tricked this game off tonight, and that shit sucks, man. That really sucks. I honestly feel like Joel set this game because New York and Philly are so close. There's not an extra day between games two and game three when the series shifts to Philly. The series is shifting to Philly, and game three is still going to be on Friday, and the game four is going to be on Sunday. So there's no extra time off. So I think I could be wrong, and we'll find out whether or not Joel plays in game three if I'm right or wrong. But I think that the main reason he sat out tonight was to due to there not being that extra day between games. I think it's game three was set. Oh shit. I think if game three was set to be on Saturday night, then I think Joel would have been able to play tonight. Um just to have that extra day of rest. But with him, he did roll his ankle. I think the hip bruise is more so to do with the overcompensation of all the injuries that he has that he's dealing with. I really think that's where the hip is coming into play at. Um, but like I said, we'll see. whether or not he can play game 3 or not. um, Paul George was on a heater to start the game, but you can't count on Paul to do that for the full game. When we just had 3, put them up 35 with a minute and a half in the third. Um, those were his first points of the third. But yeah, you can't depend on Paul to do that. I said going into the game that Philly Champagne just hit a 3 and he laughing in Nas Reed's face. These niggas are up 38 with a minute 16 left. This is crazy. Like I said, man, this is the NBA playoffs, man. Wendy was saying it this morning on First Take. He was kind of laughing at Wilbon and Stephen A. And I agree with him. Those are 2 vets at this, and it's like you're acting like stuff doesn't happen like this. You know, Spurs can finish this game winning by 40 and still lose the series. Philly lost game 1 by 40. They're down 0-2. And guess what? Philly could still win that series. I'm not saying they will, but it's possible, man. Shit happens like in the playoffs, like when you just run into the right matchup or you're hot at the right time or you get cold, right? But yeah, I said Maxey coming into the game tonight. I said that Maxey, VJ, and PG with Joel out, the 3 of those guys would have to get 75 points, bare minimum 70. They got 62. They lost by 6. If those 3 guys got 70 points, they win. Maxey got to do more. It's mostly on Maxey. Like I said, he had like 26 and 6. He had 6 turnovers too. Um, he got to do more. I think he said he took 1 shot in the third quarter. He allowed them to take him out with the double teams and the blitzes and stuff, and he got to figure it out. Whether you got to get off ball and whatever it is you got to do, you have to figure it out in Philly. Like you said, Tyrese, yeah, I got to go back home and get 2. 1 ain't gonna be enough. All 1 gonna do is make y'all fly back out to New York or take the bus, the train, whatever the hell y'all gonna do, just to lose in 5. So I hope Joel can play in game 3, but only if he can be effective. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it hurts me watching Joel out there sometimes. And if he can't be effective, then it's just gonna hurt the team. Because the one thing that they can do when he's not on the court is they can play faster. Hey, let me see that list, please. So we'll see. But not having the extra rest is what I am going to assume is what kept Joel out tonight. But like I said, we'll see if I'm right or wrong if he can go Friday night. I think Towns is playing the best basketball of his career. And it's crazy because he's only taking 10 shots a game. He only had 11 shots. I'm tripping. He only had 8 shots tonight. So it's like he's not doing a lot when it comes to scoring, but he's more efficient than he's ever been. He's rebounding, and his playmaking is on another level. And that's why I feel all around Karl-Anthony Towns is playing the best basketball of his career. And salute to him, big body being big body. OG has been amazing. Like that trio of Brunson, Towns, and OG has been crazy. But I told y'all again 2 videos ago. What did I say? The key to New York. What I'm looking for the most in games 2 and games 3 was what will Mikal Bridges do? How will Mikal Bridges react or respond? Mikal Bridges' best and only 2 good games of these playoffs prior to tonight was game 6 against Atlanta and a 51-point win and a 39-point win in game one against Philly. So a bunch of empty stats. I wanted to see what Mikal would do in a close game, in an important game. And he had 18 tonight. I think he shot like 64, 67, 69%, some shit. Um, Salute to Mikal. He's earning his keep at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I still don't think New York's gonna win a championship this year, but they most definitely can and could and should come out the East and get to the finals. And if he continues to just show up, all will be forgotten about what happened before until they don't win the finals. So real quick, some things I heard this morning. Um, After did I shoot a video this morning? No, I didn't. That was yesterday morning. Um, I've been getting Spider a little bit of a pass, and I've been doing it because I've been so focused on how soft Mobley is, how inconsistent Jared Allen's been, and a lot of it is because of one of my favorite coaches, Kenny Atkinson. He's just not playing them. Um, you know, Harden has been playoff Harden, and that's never good. Do y'all realize that in his career, James Harden has 29 career playoff games where he's had more turnovers than he's made shots? 29 games with more turnovers than shots made for James Harden in his playoff career. If that don't describe who James Harden is as a clutch performer, as a big game guy, what else can? What else does? In these playoffs, Harden and Spider got off to a very good start. Jay, do you remember if Cleveland went up 2 on Toronto? I think it was 1-1, right? Or was it 2-0?
I think they went up 2-0. I think they went up 2-0.
I don't remember. I want to believe it was 1-1. I really want to believe it was 1-1. Regardless, if it was 1-1 or 2-0, those two games were the only two games that both Harden and Spider have been good in. Since then, in the last 6 games, that's games 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 against Toronto, and in game 1 against Detroit. James Harden and Spider, Donovan Mitchell, have combined for 54 turnovers. Right now, they're averaging a combined 8.5 turnovers a game. They're combining to shoot, well, one of them is shooting 40% from the field, the other one's shooting 41% from the field. And they're averaging a combined 39 points a game. They're averaging a combined 39 points a game. I think in them first 2 games, they might have averaged 55 points a game. And since then, they're averaging a combined 39. I told y'all a few videos ago, Spider has like, or maybe I didn't say it, tell it on video. Maybe I need to go to my page and actually see. But I did the numbers one night, one day, whatever. And like Spider has like so many games in his career, in his playoff career, where he scores at least 30. Then he has so many where he gets 40. Then he has a few where he gets 50. And I think even has like, one, maybe two 60-point playoff games, right? But then he has this enormous amount of games where he shoots 33% or worse. And y'all really thought that this shit was going to work? Y'all really thought that this shit was going to work? I'm not trying to be on no I told you so shit. It's too early for that. This is the playoffs. It's one game. Detroit is not experienced. Cleveland can still come back and win the series. Harden can turn it around. Spider can go the fuck off. That's my point with him. Um, but I have confidence, and shout out again to my guy, my boy, my loyal watcher, Ronnie. He literally took what I said about, why I didn't agree with him. He said he picked Cleveland in six. I told him, I get your reasoning, but I feel like Detroit is more physical, and if they continue to be more physical, if Duran can show up and lead that physicality, that Detroit should be able to win because Cleveland won't be able to handle that. Mobley is their big. He agreed. And he spoke on if Tobias continues playing like this, which Tobias has been a great vet the way he's playing right now, and Duran continues to be physical, we'll see. Detroit should win this series. But so I'm not on no I told you so shit yet. But yeah, man, them two, I don't see it. I never saw it. I never agreed or understood it. He getting his ass whooped tonight. But um this morning I saw a clip of a reason of why, just one reason of why I love Chris Finch so much. Why Chris Finch is such a great coach. He was planting the seeds. He was planting the seeds. It didn't work tonight. So better luck in Minnesota. Now, granted, I think Wemby only has like 2 blocks right now. Right. But Finch was saying how Wemby had 12 blocks, which is a playoff record. And he was like, on at least 4, maybe 5, they should have been goaltending. And he didn't understand how he thought it was like amazing or something. I forgot the word he chose. That they just none of them got called. He didn't get a goaltend at all. And Wemby did have a clear goaltend. I saw it live. The ball clearly hit the backboard first. I don't understand how the refs didn't catch it, right? But here is Chris Finch, winning coach after game 1, and he's pointing this out. Why? Because he's trying to plant that seed in the heads of the refs, right? He said, let's just say it was 4. That's 8 points. His exact words, do you know how important and vital, crucial, I don't know which one he said, but he said one of those exact words. 8 points is in an NBA game. And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. And that was classic Pat Riley, classic Phil Jackson, classic Chuck Daly. Like that was just classic. I'm gonna plant this seed. Popovich. That was classic of Chris. He said alarming. That's what he said. I forgot. I put it in my notes. He said it was alarming that none of those were called. But yeah, man, that was genius. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. That was dope. Vince Goodwill. That's the new black guy on First Take this year, this NBA season. I never knew him before this year, but he cool. He's growing on me throughout the season. I like him, more and more. Um, I can tell he kind of idolizes Chris Rock. I don't. Okay, but he pointed out something that I wanted to comment on. He said something about teams that usually go through something that's tough and a struggle during their first championship run. They come back if they have like a second one that's right, back to back, and they usually just kick everybody ass. He pointed out the Heatles, um, what they did in that run in what was it, 13 or what have you. Um, I accidentally liked the comment because the screen was going black, and then I unliked it, and this shit just popped up right over. It was weird. But he then also pointed to my Lakers in '01, the greatest run ever. Um, we were on our way to a perfect 15-0 because back then there was only 5 game series in the first round. First year it went to six. I mean, first year it went to seven was '03. Um, and the Iverson overtime game one. They can put them brooms up. Um, but we still went 15-1. We gave them the gentleman's sweep. And I think that's still the greatest run. I don't think nobody's went 16-1, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe so. I don't even think the KD Warriors did. Maybe I need to double check that. I should have double checked that. But I think the KD Warriors they lost at least two each of them years in 17 and 18. I think. Um. OKC is 5-0 right now. I think they got betting odds right now at 4.5. They got betting odds right now at 4.5 losses on the season. I mean on the playoffs. Meaning, and the under is the overwhelming favorite. The under is the overwhelming favorite for them to not lose 5 games in these playoffs. Again, it takes 16 to win the championship. They only got 5, so they're literally just a third of the way there, right? Not even really. Um, but I get it. I get it. I don't know if they're gonna lose 5 games. Um, they're gonna lose 4 because the Lakers about to win this series in 7. Jabbo, TJ, Joe. Yeah, I said it. Y'all niggas know me, especially TJ. You my little brother. Y'all niggas know. Shit, nigga. I said it. I meant it, nigga. I'ma stand on it by myself against a million niggas. Fuck them. But yeah, the Thunder, they got a plus 87 in these 5 games right now. Plus 87. That's a 17.4 point per game win average in these playoffs. That shit is ridiculous. Shit is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And they didn't even play good against us last night. We played better. They just were better. Again, we held Shea to 18. First game all season, he's been held under 20. Um, they just pulled away, you know. Real quick, I think the only 2 awards that have not been given out is MVP and Coach of the Year. I think. Of course, we know the 3 MVP finalists are Wemby. He talked it up. Shout out to him. Salute to him. Shea and Joker, the usual suspects. I don't think anyone can be upset at any one of those guys winning, but I think we all expect Shea to get his second back to back. Um, I feel still Luka should have been a finalist, even over Joker, which is fucking insane. Cause I'm the one who doesn't like to take advantage or take for granted greatness. Joker just had a ridiculous season. The season that Joker just had, and they were the 3rd seed. It should not be a question that Joker is the MVP. It shouldn't be a fucking question. Joker should be the MVP with the season that he just had. What he just averaged, and they were the 3rd seed. I mean, but I thought I was only gonna use the Dirk '07 reference once. Here, Jay, I'm done with this. Good night. I love you. I thought I was only gonna use the Dirk '07 reference once, but I actually got to use it for Joker. Because if Joker wins the MVP, it's going to be like Dirk in '07. Except, while that was an amazing season for Dirk, it wasn't what the fuck Joker just did. So it's really not. Um, what's happening? What's happening? Um, Luka still should have been a top 3 finalist. I don't give a fuck. The same way that the top 3 finalists for Coach of the Year is bullshit. While I respect what Mitch Johnson has done this year with San Antonio, amazing job, absolutely incredible. what JB Biggerstaff has done in Detroit in his tenure there, let alone this season alone, fantastic. Salute to my boy. The job Joe Mazzulla did this season in Boston without Tatum when they didn't have the expectations. Like, come on, man. Like, definitely three guys that who do we take out? I told y'all why I feel JJ is still the coach of the year and why I feel he's been the best coach in the NBA the best 2 years, and I'm standing on it. I'm not putting him as the best coach in the NBA. He's fourth, but or fifth. I forgot where I had him in last night. I think I had him fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. I did have fifth because I got Finch third and I got another champion fourth. Who's the other champion I got fourth?
you had a coach Mark Dagnall.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, see, maybe. But yeah, he's fifth in the league overall, but he's number one for me right now. This year, the last 2 years, San Antonio is up by more than 40 fucking points. This the playoffs, man. You got Harrison Barnes on the court and he's smiling, and A Rod looking like he constipated. So you already know what's going on right now. Like it don't even have to be said. My guy McLaughlin, whatever the fuck his name is, he a 2K legend. That nigga cold on 2K. McLaughlin. I don't know. He don't play in real life, but you get that nigga on 2K, he a hell of a backup. Um, at least he was on. What was that? 2K24. I haven't played 2K26 yet. We've had it for months and months and months. I don't know. I just haven't played it. I just been on Madden in my fantasy world. But also it be crashing. 2K, y'all be on some fuck shit. I swear. 2K and Madden really be on some fuck shit if we being honest. Cause Madden don't change or get better. Now I got to get a PS5 just to get the new Maddens. Again, another reason I need to be making some money off of this shit, people. So holla at your boy. Subscribe, like, share, engage. Fuck with me. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. You love me, I love you. But I can see either one of them three coaches winning it, even though JJ should get it, but he's not because he's not a finalist. That's bullshit. Um, Mitch Johnson gets it. That's like damn, like that's the Wimby effect, like a motherfucker, right? Um, bro, okay, I just realized something. OKC was number one all year, and that nigga wasn't even a finalist. This shit's crazy. Didn't OKC start the season off like 26-0 or some shit? Like, what the? That nigga wasn't even a finalist. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Okay, I can't complain about JJ not being a finalist. I just realized the OKC coach ain't even a fucking finalist for Coach of the Year because of what I just said about Joker. We take for granted greatness. That's why when I tell my son the other day that, and I like OKC. I've liked OKC since they moved to OKC, since they drafted, since the last first pick of a draft by the Seattle Supersonics was Russell Westbrook in 2008, and a few weeks later they moved to Oklahoma City. I liked the Thunder, but I hate watching them. This year they just is bad to watch because they're so fucking good, and I hate being that nigga. I hate being that nigga. You know, I hated the Patriots forever. It wasn't because they were great. I hated them because they beat my Eagles in a Super Bowl and my Colts couldn't beat them for years. That's why I fucking hated them. I'm a Duke fan. I love that y'all hate us because we're great. Laker fan, historically, we're great. Um, you hate the Yankees. Like, I never want to be that guy that hates greatness. So, like my mom. My mom, she hates the Chiefs now. And I'm like, Mama, that shit is so lame. Because, number one, when Andy first went to the Chiefs, I always called them Eagles West. And we had love for the Chiefs. They beat us in 22. Jalen was the best player on the field. We lost. I can understand you being mad at that moment. But why you still hate them? We just beat them. And then came back this year and they wasn't even good. Like, ain't no reason to hate them niggas. That's just hating greatness. And I don't hate the Thunder. I just hate the Thunder being on TV. Because that shit's not going to be a good game unless they playing the Spurs and maybe the Wolves. Um, if JB wins Coach of the Year, man, I'm gonna be so proud of him, man. That's dope. That's really, really dope. He had a raw deal in Cleveland. He bounced back in Detroit. I'm proud of what he's been able to do. That'll be dope. But if Joe Mazzulla wins Coach of the Year, that is the absolute equivalent to Dirk winning MVP in '07. Absolute equivalent because of the choke job that he just did. Because the like, it wasn't necessarily all on Joker why the Nuggets lost. And Joker had a historic season. So if he gets MVP, it's understandable. While Mazzulla had a great deal to do, these niggas almost up by 50, by the way. But while Mazzulla, with 6 minutes left, while Mazzulla had a great deal to do with where the Celtics were this season, I don't think he was the main reason. I would give that to Jaylen Brown. Um, and even Brad Stevens. But the main reason of why they lost, why they choked against Philly, it's 100% on Joe Mazzulla. 1,000%. Jaylen Brown. Let's get to that real quick. I forgot who said it. I forgot who said it. But it was very, very interesting. I think they only said that Boston should probably call Milwaukee about a trade, Jaylen Brown for Giannis. And wow, like my fucking antennas went up. I was like, wow, that actually makes sense for both, right? Now, for me, I said earlier this season, Jaylen Brown became possibly the one wing that I would trade Austin Reeves for. He became the one wing. I'll definitely trade him for Joker, and I'll trade him for Giannis. I'm more hesitant with Giannis just because I don't know how healthy Giannis is going to be going forward. If I could be guaranteed that Giannis is going to be healthy for the next 5 years, then yes, I'll trade Austin for Giannis. But of course, that's no guarantee. And I had said JB was the only wing. However, if I'm Brad Stevens, T Mac said that JB is kind of feeling some friction in Boston. And that's weird. That's really weird. Like Jaylen Brown is looking again, he's very intelligent. He's a great dude. He's unapologetically black. I fuck with Jaylen Brown as a person. I've always fucked with him as a man, as a black man, more than I ever did as a basketball player. This year, he proves to me, okay, he's not a number two. He is a 1B. But again, like I keep pointing out, and I'll get the stats for y'all to show you. This was Jaylen Brown's best season, and it would have been Jason Tatum's fourth. There are levels to this shit. Jaylen Brown is a great player. He finished fifth in MVP voting. Did Luka finish fourth? I would think he had to. But he's a great player. He's not Jason Tatum. And he knows it. The media doesn't like him like they like Jason Tatum. You see the endorsements that say so. Boston does not love him the way they love Jason Tatum. And that's Boston. You know, Boston's racist, so who knows? It could be because Tatum's super light skinned and Jalen is super black. Bro, Timmy look like he don't do nothing but smoke weed now. Okay, I'm not trying to look at Sting, but yeah, man, that nigga Timmy, man, Timmy look like he just be ducked off high. I don't even, Timmy don't even look like he live in San Antonio. Like, where's the closest mountains to San Antonio? They got my nigga McLaughlin I was talking about a while ago. But wherever the closest mountains are to San Antonio, that's where Timmy look like he be ducked off at. That nigga just be somewhere getting high. But if Jaylen Brown does feel a rift within the organization that Brad Stevens completely denies, but what is Brad Stevens supposed to say? It's selfish. And it's 1,000% because he knows what Kevin Durant knew when he was in Golden State, that he will never be Jason Tatum, the way Durant knew he would never be Steph. Um, so yeah, but like I think Wendy said or somebody said, they can offer him another extension if he want to. They're going to offer him the extension, right? He's either going to accept it or he's going to decline a lot more money. Now, he's been a guy who's been built on principle, and money supposedly doesn't mean that much, and this and that. Even though, okay, you can say money don't mean a lot to you, but you still gonna forever go down as the first $300 million man in the NBA, right? And deserved it. You fucking deserved it. I fuck with you. But my thing is, if you want out, you're gonna have to say it. He's gonna have to say it. It's just that simple. He's gonna have to say it. That's the only way he's gonna get out, because Boston is gonna offer him the extension, and hey, you're gonna accept it or you not. And if I'm the Celtics, I'm keeping Jason Tatum over Jaylen Brown. And yes, I know. Yeah, y'all know too. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Hey, it's been raining. But while I would, as a Laker fan, while I would trade Austin for Jaylen Brown, I much rather prefer to have Jason Tatum. I would all the way prefer to have JT. Um, but if Jaylen goes to Brad and say, "Yo, it gotta be me and JT. Y'all gotta show me some more love and some more appreciation for what I've done for y'all this season." Ain't no fucking way Brad is gonna say, "You know what, Jaylen? You're absolutely right. 1,000%." And we're gonna be more worried about Jason's injury. So we're gonna give you this extension and we're gonna find somewhere for Jason to go. That shit's not happening. If Jaylen Brown goes to them with that shit, Brad is gonna try to convince him to, take some time, think about it. Are you sure? Once Jaylen says yes, I'm sure, it's me or him, Brad is gonna say, where you wanna go. I'll try to do you the best I can. I'll try to do the best by you as I can. And yeah, I would love for him to come to LA. It's 129 to 87, bro. Yeah, we're hitting 40 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one a night. It was a few things I did want to hit on from this morning that were other than these two games, but I know it wasn't gonna be a lot to talk about with these two games. But yeah, y'all heard my son right there snoring. I'm about to make him go to bed. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I appreciate you. If you rocking with me, man, you don't know how much I appreciate the support. I really do. I mean it from the heart. If we going somewhere, you coming with me. Thank you.